U.S. Cellular Field there on a Saturday night in the Windy City. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Chicago White Sox. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. John Danks is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Rich Ayala heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Rich Ayala.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And this time of year is really starting to catch up with these guys now. They've been fairly lifeless here in these past few games. Bullpen's tired, the starters are tired. Heck, everybody's tired. But you've got to find a way to push through it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, I'll tell you, having a guy at the top of the lineup that's capable of doing this, boy, that's a great weapon to have. He jumps all over this ball to lead off the ball game with a solo home run.
George Springer will take his first cuts now, and after the leadoff home run to start the ball game, does the game plan change at all from a pitching perspective?
Well, I think it's a little bit more of a shock to the system than anything else. You're just not expecting that leadoff guy to be the guy that takes it deep.
Danks has his target. Here comes the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Patty Johnson back there. Good umpire. I know some pitchers have felt the squeeze at times on the corners, but I still think he does a good job of rewarding guys for making good pitches.
And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. You know, a pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. With that, here's Bob Melvin's lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, you know, that man hitting cleanup has had a tough go of it. Coming off a terrible month at the plate in which he hit less than 200. Hopefully turning the page on the calendar will help snap him out of this slump.
Tom Noonan will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. In there at the knees, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Todd Cole will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Danny Valencia will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Back in standing.
Keeping him close.
And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
Here he comes on 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. A runner on first with 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the A's hit the board first on this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first now on the south side. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Kendall Graveman, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
On his way to the plate is the center fielder Adam Eaton to get things started here in the home half of the first.
The center fielder, number 1, Adam Eaton.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And Eric, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ho has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Yeah, well, we'll see if the Todd father, Todd Frazier, can keep it going. He is a big part of this offense, and right now he's among the leaders in the American League in the runs scored category, so look for him to make an impact on this game.
Glenn Spoon will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. And with that, let's look at how Oakland aligns defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Jose Abreu will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
That first pitch change can be a tough one. A guy doesn't have any point of reference to work from, and he just can't help himself up there.
Ripped on the ground to first. Noonan scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. It remains 1-0. Travis d'Arnaud will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Danks is ready. First pitch on its way. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting 7, shortstop,
Marcus Semien will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. First offering on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Curveball down and in, misses. Ball 2.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a ground ball for Rollins. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
batting 8, second baseman, Chris Coughlin.
Chris Coughlin will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Ball 1.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Turned on down the line. Taken in by Abreu, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A's go quietly there. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Todd Frazier, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. He'll enter play here at 293. 14 homers and 69 runs batted in. 1 out, nobody on. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Knuckleball, and he can't pull the trigger. It's a called strike 3 for out number 2.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Avisail Garcia will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Well, he was certainly geared up with a fastball swing in a fastball count. And they sure picked the right time to change up on him. He never saw that one coming.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We return to Chicago after this. Jed Lowry will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here, as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry, as that evens the count at 1-1. Thanks gets the sign, ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ready on 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Rich Ayala will get a second shot at it now. Remember, he led off the ball game with that home run to get this offense going.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Nobody out, runner on first. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter. Three
3-0 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate and the count remains 3-2. Hot shot toward third. To his left, it's knocked down at third. And he is in there.
Well, this one's going to go as an infield single, and it keeps the inning rolling right here. Now, as you see, he tries to rush this ball over to second base, hoping to get the force, but it's going to get there just a little bit too late, and everybody's safe.
Here's George Springer. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And the run is in to score from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Tom Noonan will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
No one out with a runner at second. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Noonan is retired, and there's one away.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike three, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Standing in now, Todd Cole changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
You can tell a lot about how effective this guy is going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two. One out and a runner on second base. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Eaton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Riding into the box, Danny Valencia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
One 0 count. Here it is. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Gets the call on the changeup there, 2-1. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And the pitch on 2-1. Hit hard, caught by Frazier at third. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The A's lead it 3-0. Melky Cabrera will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Springer has a read on it. 1 down.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Brett Laurie will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Swing and a line foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here is strike 1 called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, he just really pulled off of that pitch. This is a 2-seamer working its way down and away, and he wasn't even close.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And Rollins will lay off here, and he's worked the count back to 2-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Still down 3-0. Travis d'Arnaud is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Danks into the windup. 0-1 pitch on its way. Chopped foul right at home plate. Hit to short. Backhanded. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Marcus Semien will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Grounded to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Chris Coghlan stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch. And Danks will get ahead with the fastball for strike 1. look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
2 out, nobody on. And that misses 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Jed Lowry will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Now a snap throw to first and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
On his way to pitch number 75. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. From the stretch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Now a snap move over to first. And a dive, but he's back in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
One and one, here it is. Hit hard to short, and it runs up the arm of Rollins. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. 1 left for Oakland, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Adam Eaton will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Knuckleball, strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate, 1 away.
Well, right now he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Glenn Spoon is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
Into the seats, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Rich Ayala heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Garcia, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
The right fielder, number 4.
Darn near had his 2nd home run of the ball game. You see this thing bangs off the wall out there. He's into second with a double.
Here's George Springer. High in the air out to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll get into 3rd here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to 3rd now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Tom Noonan ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Thanks sets. Here's the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
3 runs, 6 hits. And no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were two tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
And this one's over at the knees. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Scorched to third. Frazier's up with it. Good block of the plate by Navarro, and they got him at home.
That runner at third, he's going on contact there. That's got to be the only way to explain it. It's one thing if this ball's hit up the middle, but when you hit it right at a corner infielder, you got to figure he's coming home with it. They get him easy.
Into the box now, Todd Cole. He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Two out with the man at first. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll get back in standing. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And he misses with it. 1-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Frazier is there for it. And that's the third out. The A's strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Todd Frazier, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Ayala is there, and he has it for the first out.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Deoner Navarro in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tap foul at home plate. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. In the air now out to left field. Poe will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Avisail Garcia digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
A good tailing fastball for a strike. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. Valencia is up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0. Tommy Kahnle will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Tommy Kahnle.
Danny Valencia will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That evens it up 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Oh my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Travis d'Arnaud will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Shot to third. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. But they will still get the lead runner at second, so no double play. But, boy, very fortunate to record the first out there.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it. But they do find a way to get that force.
Marcus Semien will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Stepping in now, Chris Coughlin. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Cabrera's after it. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from third. And not in time as the second run scores.
Yeah, I'd like to see this again because, to me, that's a ball he should have. Yeah, I mean, he's right there. He just fans on it. That's going to wind up costing him 2 runs.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Center fielder number 10, Rich Ayala.
So standing in, Rich Ayala, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle.
And you know, that's the toughest one to get in a cycle, but you can bet that he's going to try to stretch any double into a triple if he gets any chance at all.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
That's disappointing right there. You figure he should get at least one more shot at the cycle before this one's through.
Into the box, George Springer. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes set, now the pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. And this sails right by the catcher Navarro. It'll be a wild pitch. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, seemingly nothing has gone his way out there the entire inning. And his troubles are going to deepen here as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Set to deal on 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Release point, mechanics, just about everything looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up that stance just a little bit, I think.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the A's 6 and the White Sox nothing. Leading off the inning, Melky Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
The 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Brett Laurie gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Smoked on the ground left side. That one's in there. And the perfect game will go by the wayside.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Digging in, Jimmy Rollins, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
From the stretch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Runner at first here, one man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Ayala moving in. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Adam Eaton will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Hot shot on the ground is short. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back here on the south side of Chicago, the A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Dan Jennings will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Tom Noonan will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
This is dangerous because out of anybody in this lineup, this guy's probably the most likely to want to run, so look out.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner will get back standing. In now, Todd Cole, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
The 1-0 delivery. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Eaton going back. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Oh, I think he might have gotten into that home run trot a little early. Off the bat, I think he thought that this was out of here, but he winds up just shy of the wall out there in dead center field.
Danny Valencia digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The 0-2 delivery. Bat explodes as this is popped up. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow.
Now batting.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, and he's back standing. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. 2 out with the man at first. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Oakland. They lead it 6-0. Leading off the inning, Glenn Boone, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Smoke toward third. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, as we take a look at the pitches by inning, that last one puts him at 91. So stamina will start to become a real factor here the further he goes along.
Jose Abreu will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-1 on its way. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Todd Frazier will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. High and deep to right center field. Ayala ranging back. Gone! It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier. And that is 27 for him on the year. And they're on the board at 6-1.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the A's 6 and the White Sox 1. Marcus Semien comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Shortstop, Marcus Semien.
He's set, and the pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Hard to believe that that one could have slipped. That's a bit of a red flag if you ask me. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Settling in now, Chris Coughlin, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll make its way toward the 335 sign. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Rich Ayala will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. Hit to third. Frazier is there. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Avisail Garcia will stand in to start out their half of the eighth with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. A funny thing happened on the way to his shutout in the last inning. Any surprise that he's back out there for the eighth?
Well, if it's me, I think I let the bullpen try and take me home, but he might have said something between innings that made his manager change his mind, so he's back out there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cole on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Melky Cabrera will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. From the belt, kicks and deals. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
Here comes the 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Line to the right side. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
It seemed like that lead was pretty comfortable coming into the inning, but he's given up a double and now a single here to the first two batters, so things aren't looking so safe anymore.
Brett Laurie will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Runners are at first and third with none out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next two pitches, so you got to see if you can get him to chase.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Hard hit ball towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 6-2 game.
Well, this game isn't over yet, but they're at least able to tack a second run onto the scoreboard here. You never say never in this game, but this hole might be a little too deep to dig out of.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that's in there for strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And this is on the ground for Valencia. Could be 2. On to first, a double play.
And that's a huge double play there from a pitcher's point of view. You've got a run in against you already. You're still in trouble with 2 on and nobody out. But now you can at least take a breath out there and try to work out of this with just 1 run scoring.
Adam Eaton will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
He waits. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Ready with the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Line towards center field. Ayala is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. White Sox pick up just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The A's lead this one 6-2. The hustle and bustle of downtown Chi-Town. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field and baseball on the show. Nate Jones come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Now to the plate, George Springer. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
A 1 pitch on its way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. A swing and a miss at the slider at 88. 2-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
In the air to center field and deep. Back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 26 for him on the season, and the lead is now 7-2.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Up next for Oakland.
Into the box, Tom Noonan, as he'll take a look at ball one. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Boy, and how he managed to get enough on this swing to get it into the outfield, it's beyond me. I mean, this is pure muscle right here because that ball is nowhere close to the barrel of the bat.
Standing in now, Todd Coe, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, I think he's getting frustrated with his inability to get ahead of hitters. This is not the kind of guy you want to fall behind 2-0.
Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Zach Putnam will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Putnam.
Danny Valencia will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. He's ready now. The pitch. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one. A runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a liner, but foul. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Abreu in foul ground. A quick out number one.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, and he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting, hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with one out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
So coming to the plate, Marcus Semien. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
This is line to left, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the run is in to score from third. Now a 9-2 ball game.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. There are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
Stepping in now, Chris Coughlin. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
3 runs already home here. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
A runner on first with 2 away. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the A's 9 and the White Sox 2. Number 35 will come in and pitch now.
For the Athletics, number 35.
Glenn Spoon will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Pitch on the way. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
The 0-1 delivery. Shot toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
Taken, called, strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Springer, still going back. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The A's are victorious here, 9-2. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 9 runs, 14 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the White Sox, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Kendall Graveman. His record is now 3-1. The loss goes to John Danks. He falls to 7-11. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. A reminder that extra CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Sox 35th Street Station, and that Pace Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of U.S. Cellular Field.